Hey everyone, it's NHL Hockey News Sports. Hope you enjoy your day today in this video. Today we're talking about the Vegas Golden Knights and the Vegas Golden Knights 2020-2021 NHL season preview. We have two left, Vegas Golden Knights, and then the last one, the Colorado Avalanche. So I hope you enjoy. We're going off with two fantastic teams in the Pacific Division. Now, the Pacific Division is one of the easier divisions out of the four of them. The Northern Division, the Eastern Division, and the Central Division. Because you probably all know that Vegas, Avalanche, and the Blues would be the top three. Or in the top four, I should say, right? And then the fourth spot. Wow, it's wide open. Maybe the Kings could try to get that. Maybe the Wild. Maybe the Sharks. Coyotes. So, definitely the Vegas Golden Knights probably had the best shot as holding, of course the Golden Knights, Avalanche, and Blues have the best shot of knowing they're going to be secured in the playoffs about the most than anyone else, because of the division they're in. But they have a really good, they had not much of an off season. They did, but like not adding like a ton of players, but one big free agent and then some other players. So they added, so we'll see how that goes, right? So let's get right into it with the new additions. Alex Petrangelo, they wanted a defenseman, they go out for the biggest fish out the market, and they go for Alex Petrangelo. Now I know he wanted to stay with the Blues, but they didn't give him what he wanted, that 8.8 million or whatever it was, but the Blues were like, no, we're not doing that. And the Golden Knights found a way to pay Alex Petrangelo 8.8 million, and man, adding him to that blue line, wow, talking about fantastic defense there for sure. And also, Sakura was on the Blackhawks. They traded Brendan Peary to the Blackhawks, and they got Sakura back. Not bad. I think he's 24. No, I think he's 25 now. Not bad addition, young player, I would say. Bottom six, I would for sure say. So nice to have that. Of course, they don't have any cap space. A little over the cap. I know a lot was saying Pacioretty gets traded out, and they can bring Hoffman and Haller. The thing is, Hoffman's on a PTO contract with the Blues, and then you have Haller, who's with the Nashville Predators. So that did not happen. But Pacioretty, I don't see him getting moved this year. I really don't. Maybe during the season? No, not really, because of the whole quarantine restriction of trades and all that. Who knows? They can just get maybe right by with that taxi squad. That might just be the thing they have to do. So let's get right into the forwards. Now we have Max Pacioretty as your number one left side there. And you also have Carlson and Stone. That's your first line. Carlson is probably gonna be a Vegas Golden Knight for as long as he possibly can, because in that long-term deal, like, this is the place I want to be. I can understand why, because he started from the very beginning as being in the expansion draft for sure, right? Also, that's the first line. Marchessault is the second line with Glass and Riley Smith. Marchessault did not have the best whatsoever playoffs this year. Hoping for a good season and playoffs this coming season. So hope the best for that. Marchessault keep up his points. Glass, can he really solidify himself in that top six role? That would be nice, because Cody Glass is a young player, but the little bear down the middle, wouldn't you say? They need that down the middle player. They don't really have that here, but if Cody Glass can really become that guy, that would go a long way for these Vegas Golden Knights. Absolutely. For center depth, that would be fantastic. Riley Smith, good on the right side. Maybe put Tuck on the top six instead. That could be a possibility too. I just see what I just did. It looks like Tuck is between the third line and the fourth line. Sorry, everyone. Actually, no, wait. No, I did it right. Sorry. It's just the spacing threw me off a little how I did that. So, but we have Nosek, Stevenson, and Tuck as the third line. Like I said, Tuck could be the second line right winger there, and Smith could be on the third line. Things change, of course. Stevenson, a good top nine forward for them for sure. He could be in the top six at times, depending on what Cody Glass does. But Stevenson's a really good player for them, and he doesn't get tons of points, but he's just a really solid player for them. You also have Thomas Joko, Nick Waugh, and Reeves. Good fourth line. Nick Waugh's a good fourth liner. Joko, not bad on that fourth line. Why not? And they have Krebs as your young left winger. Great to know that. Ray Duke and Sakura. So, some options there too for them. Down the middle, I have some concerns. Will Glass really become something for them? That would be nice down the middle. I know he had this rookie season, little injuries here and there for him, but if he really can get it together, that would be nice. Really would, like I said, go a long way for these Vegas Golden Knights, especially in the playoffs. Alright, on defense, they really have made some great defense here. McNabb and Petrangelo, I thought that would be a nice pairing together. McNabb and Petrangelo being the top line, and then I thought Martinez and Theodore, because Martinez and Theodore was fantastic in the playoffs together. They really hit it off together in that playoffs. I thought that was fantastic what they did. I hope that stays as a pairing. I really like what they did. I also have Nick Holden and Zach Rycloud, who's a really good really good young player, Zach Rycloud. So he's gonna have trouble moving up that right defense, isn't he? He might have to move to left. Never know. But he's a great defenseman. And Jimmy Schultz and Kolesnak, Zach, who just came from the World Juniors of being on Team Canada. I also have Nick Hague. Don't forget about Nick Hague. He's an underrated defenseman, for sure. And Coughlin. So some really great options on this blue line. And just stacked blue line. So that's really nice to know. Petrangelo is a really overall fantastic defenseman, for sure. And then you have, the top four is fantastic. You have so many options. You can do Whitecloud, and you can do Schultz, you can do Hague, Coughlin, and if Colson, Zach there can play him, it's fantastic what they have, for sure. And in goal, they have Marc-Andre Fleury and Robin Leno. For the goalie, I would say probably Oscar Dansk. I know that one in his first season with the Vegas Golden Knights in their inaugural season, he was fantastic, and then he got injured. I was like, oh man, I was so happy about Oscar Dansk. But we'll see what happens, right? If he has any time. But, it's going to be Leno and Fleury. That's what it's going to be for this goalie duo for this season. Really a fantastic team. The only thing I'm not so crazy about is that center depth, like I said. But if that can really work out with Carlson, Glass, Stevenson, Waugh, I have no problem with that. Playoffs, it could be tested. It really could, because to me, if you win the Stanley Cup, you have to have a really good center depth. For example, 2018, Vegas and Washington, who had a better center depth? Vegas Golden Knights or the Washington Capitals? Washington Capitals did, because they won the Stanley Cup. Who they have? Backstrom, Kuznetsov, Edler. There you go. That's your top three centers. But for the Golden Knights, they had, Carlson, Haller, and Eakin in the inaugural season. So I was like, that kind of destroyed them, because the center depth really helped them to win the Stanley Cup. Think about Pittsburgh, too. Crosby, Malkin, Bonino, back-to-back. Talk about center depth. Beating teams. You know what I mean? And even the Lightning this year. Of course, you had Point in Point, Chiarelli, Johnson, or anyone you think of, or good row down the middle, or whatever you have. Really good center depth. I know Stamkos didn't really play much, but the center depth is so nice to have, and maybe they add someone down the middle at the deadline if they can kind of get things together with the whole quarantine thing, but we'll see. But this team is ready to go. They're going to be in the playoffs for sure, in the top four of the Pacific Division for sure. So thanks for watching. Like the video, hit the bell, comment, share, and I will see you in the next video.